We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, it's time to get back to some Final Fantasy II. So I think I'm actually kind of back at the point where I left off before, or around that. And I know it's been a while since I've played, so this is going to be kind of a crazy jump back into the game itself. And I'm probably going to play this one for a little while, probably about 40 minutes to an hour, something like that. Because what I want to do is I want to get to a position to where I kind of need to get into the next section, and there's going to be a whole lot of grinding that needs to get done. So you're going to see me kind of like just kind of play this through right now, and then I'll probably stop, and then I'll do the next section, and then I'll stop and do some major grinding, and then I'll come back and do the next one. And for those of you that have played the game, you'll kind of know where these grinding sections are. Because it's kind of it's easy to look at the game and kind of think, oh, this is Final Fantasy IV easy type in Japan, and so it's a little bit easier. But in reality, it still has a lot of the same fundamental problems that you face in the actual Final Fantasy IV. There's still bosses that can kick your butt if you're not ready for them. So you really have to kind of grind a little bit, and you kind of have to get up to that point. So where I'm at right now, as you can see here, I've got Cecil around level 13, which is good. That's probably where he needs to be right about now. And then you can see Paladin and Pornum are at level 18, and Tellah is at level 22. And Tellah, he levels very slow in this game. So as you can see, like, even though he's level 22, it took almost 80,000 experience points, or probably 70,000 experience points, to get him to that point. And then once he levels up in 3,211 experience points, he's going to take another 12 to 13,000 to level up. So he rarely levels up in this game. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why his MP caps out at 90. Mostly because when you look at his magic spells, you can kind of see that it's like the Meteor spell, or Meteo in this game, is 99. And so they didn't want you casting that. Because you'll get it later in the game with a different character, but this is for story reasons. And so, because if we look at his vitality is only 6 and his strength is only 4, he's an old man. But his wisdom and willpower are like off the charts because, you know, he's a sage. He's supremely smart. In this game, I think it's wisdom governs white magic, will governs black magic. And your attack, defense, and magic defense are based upon... your attack is based upon your strength plus weapon equipped. Your defense is agility plus armor equipped. And your magic defense is usually tied to your armor you're wearing, and then... gosh, I think it's... I want to say it's the percentage of... And I'm trying to remember, because I know it's like armor equipped, and then there's one other stat that governs it. And you would think that because he has a really high wisdom and will, that his magic defense would be off the charts, but it's really not. So, yeah, it's kind of odd in how he does it. But like if we look at Cecil's stats here, we see that his attack, he attacks twice at 46, and his attack percentage is 99. So he's going to hit 99% of the time, unless there's like some supremely crazy, you know, stat there, unless they have a really high defense. And then you can see that his will is 29. So that's actually the white magic is actually governed by will. And then wisdom is governed by black magic. So I had that wrong. I corrected. So will is your white magic and wisdom is your black magic. Because Cecil's a paladin and obviously he's using his, will to cast his spells. And then of course his strength, agility, and vitality are 15. Vitality governs the number of hit points that you gain. That's tied into how many hit points you gain per level. And then your will and your wisdom also ties into how many MP you get per level up. So like if we look at Porom, see her will is 26, and see she has 117. So it's weird how the stats work in this game because you'd think that like things would be higher at certain levels because of their higher stats, but it's more like D&D in that you only gain like a certain number. Like you get like there's a modifier tied to each stat that is hidden that you can't see that governs how much you gain in terms of hit points and magic points per level, if that makes sense to anyone. So it's kind of odd how they program some of these games. I'm just kind of talking about like some of the stuff that we do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. I think we actually just came back. So I think we have to go back up here. I think I talked to everybody. I can see that you are also in great pain. Let me wish for you now. So in the actual game, this was actually called Prayers. But because Nintendo had a censorship policy against things that were overtly religious, they were not allowed to put that into certain games. One of the most notable examples of this is in Final Fantasy Legend, which was Makutoshi Saga, which was the first in the Saga series in Japan for the Game Boy, which was released here as Final Fantasy Legend. They had to rename Creator. They had to rename God to Creator, and they renamed Heaven as Paradise. But it's because you go up the tower and you fight this boss named Ashura, and when you get to the very tippy top of the tower, this door opens up, and you plummet back down to the bottom of the tower. So basically the tower is the Tower of Babel from the Bible. And then you climb up the outside of the Tower of Babel and you fight palette swaps of the 4 bosses, and when you get to the top, you get to heaven and you fight God, and I'm using air quotes, of course. But that was kind of like what they did, and Nintendo was like, no, you can't have it be God, so they changed it to Creator, and they changed heaven to paradise. But it's the same thing. I mean, it's like, come on, you're saying the same thing. And then, like, another famous example was in the game, the NES game, Fexanadu. They took out the crosses on the churches. But you're still talking to the gurus in the church, and then they changed them from priest to guru. But you're still talking to them. They're still dressed in priestly robes. And there's guys smoking cigarettes in the game. So it's like, oh, we can't have a cross on the church, but the guy smoking the cigarette, he can smoke the cigarette all he wants. The hell, Nintendo? This doesn't mean that I've forgiven you. Yeah, well, you know, I'm kind of crazy that way. Wow, this is the Paladin? What a surprise! So it was a guy that jumped away from us before. And so, yeah, you talk to these people and they're like, you know, some of them say the same things. Never forget the spirit of the Paladin. Some of them say the same things. Others change because you've changed. You sure became a Paladin. I think my favorite one is, you became a Paladin? I think it's this one right here, when we talk to this guy. And he's like, I told you, Paladin? You? Yeah, he doesn't believe that you became a Paladin. Oh, I think I already bought all the Paladin. Let me check here. Yeah, I did. I went ahead and bought all the Paladin equipment for him, because I think I said I was going to do that at the end of the last episode. I'm sorry, it's been like 4 months since I recorded an episode of this, so like, as I'm recording this, I'm trying to remember, like, what did I do back then? And, so, yeah, I bought all the Paladin equipment for him, and I sold off all the other equipment, because we don't necessarily need it at this time. Alright. If we talk to this guy, we will trust you. Your light was so dim, but now it's dazzling.
Oh, you really became...
Here you are. Man, unbelievable. What about...
I felt guilty, but I had them spy on you. But it turned out that there was no need for it.
That is the reason why we accompanied you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I do understand. You did the right thing. I deserve it.
But you've overcome your past and became the Paladin. That sword!
I received it on Mount Ordeals.
The inscription upon the sword is exactly the same as the Mysidian legend.
Legend? One to be born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark, arises high up in the sky to the still land, veiling the moon with the light of eternity. It brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy. The light called me son. What is that light?
I do not know what it is, nor do I know what the legend means. But we Mysidians, from generation to generation, are told to wish for this legend, and to believe in the one with the sacred light. Now I am sure that you are the one.
Now we must get rid of Golbez in a hurry.
Oh, Tellah, it's
Been a while. We have met him on the Mount Ordeals. This old man knows the legendary Meteo.
What? Is the world in such a dire crisis as to unseal Meteo?
It seems so. I'll avenge Anna with my Meteo.
Avenge? You mean...
Golbez took my daughter's life. I will make him pay for it with Meteo.
Do not fight with vengeance, Tellah. Moreover, you are in no condition to use Meteo.
Even if the price is my life, I can't forgive Golbez.
I thought you'd say so. You haven't changed.
You too.
But Cecil has become a paladin. If you join forces...
We must go back to Baron and get the airship to fight Golbez on equal terms.
Very well. I open the Serpent Road. Go to Baron. I will confine myself in the Tower of Wishes, and wish for you all, Paladin Cecil. Palom, Porum, you have completed your duty.
It's not over yet. You told us to help him. Please allow us to go with him.
The Mount Ordeals accepted you and returned you alive. Thus, this may be your destiny. Cecil, Tellah, please look after these two children.
But, you know what we can do, don't you? Right. Never worry, I am with you. Okay, I'm counting on you all. Yes, some of the dialogue is a little cheesy. Thanks, old man. Calm down and let's go.
Now go to Baron through the Serpent Road. to the right of this town, we will be wishing not only for you, but for all those living on this earth.
Have you figured it out yet? Alrighty. So there's a couple more things we can do here. We can talk to a couple different people, and then we'll head out.
You did it. It must have been destined.
You darn right. I think I looked at these books before. But we'll walk through the crystal room. I always love this prelude theme. Oh, so good. Especially in this version. This version is probably hands down one of the best versions of the prelude theme, outside of maybe Final Fantasy VII's version of the prelude. And that's one of the things I have to hand Final Fantasy VII. It's not one of my favorite Final Fantasies, but it does have an awesome soundtrack.
The destiny is within your hands. The only thing I can do is to wish for all of you. Palom and Porom, behave yourselves and help Cecil. Our elder has been wishing in this tower ever since. We wish too, for the sake of all those who live.
So basically this is just a tower where they pray. And this tower will become important later in the game. But for right now, it's just another area that you can go to and visit, and you can talk with the elder, and he'll kind of give you some guidance every once in a while if you need it. But you really shouldn't need it. This game is pretty straightforward with where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. It's fairly linear even after you get the airship. There's really only, there's really only a few places that you can really go that haven't really had anything happen to them yet. That really don't do anything for you. So you'll notice that the black mage in front of this door disappeared. Because this is the Devil's Road, or Serpent Road as it's known in this version. Again, because they wanted to change it. It's almost like this was a dimension door that was supposed to take you, through the underworld into this, it kind of took you through hell or something like that to go to Baron. It was kind of a weird thing. But it was if you could only send a few troops at a time through this road, then what would be the point? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. But, long last, we have finally reached the city of Baron, since we left it very early in the first episode. We've had a lot happen to us. It's kind of crazy.
What is wrong with the king? He has changed. Sid was arrested for acting against him.
Uh-oh. That's not good. So yeah, we've had a lot happen to us.
The king is giving us such a hard time. He was never like this before.
I don't remember what voice I gave him, so...
A karate man was invited to lead the guardsmen. They are at the inn.
A karate man, huh? Wonder who that could be. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yes, I said it. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I miss that Dark Knight. I kind of liked him.
The dancing girl stays the same, so no real need to talk to her. I never understood her thing until actually I played the ROM of Final Fantasy IV the first time. I didn't understand that the dancing girl actually, in that version, she actually has on just stripes across her chest and her groin. She just has white stripes of underwear. And when she turns around, she throws her dress off. She has a red dress on. She throws her dress off, and then she starts dancing around you. And then when she gets done, she moves to the side to pick up her dress, and then she moves back and then turns around. And I never understood. I always watched this. I would play this game, and I would watch that dancing girl, and I would be like, why the hell does she turn around, go sideways, go sideways 2 steps, and then go back sideways 2 steps, and then turn around? It doesn't make any sense. But then when I saw the actual video, I was like, wait a minute.
The door at the west building in town, it's the underpass to the Castle Baron.
Well, that might become important pretty soon. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yes, I am throwing you hints. In case you didn't know. I'll go talk to Sid's daughter in a second. We're going to go up to the castle, see if we can't get in. What are you? What are you? Well, we can actually open the door, but it really doesn't do anything. These guys won't let us in. We cannot get in. So, you remember when I told you to remember that little spot just over to the left where I'm facing? Yeah. We talked about the castle underpass. Gee, I wonder, what are we supposed to do now? Hint, hint, wink, wink. That's all I'm going to say. There's Sid's daughter. I'll talk to her real quick.
Cecil, so you are alive. My father hasn't come home for a long time.
Yeah, that's because I heard a rumor he's been arrested. So that might be, that might have something to do with it there. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out in a second here. All right, let's see if we can't go to the inn and talk to this karate man over here and see what this is all about.
My dad says we have few customers these days because the soldiers are hanging around.
Yeah, that would kind of suck if the soldiers were making a big ruckus.
Soldiers from the Castle Baron are acting terrible in here.
Yeah, I figured.
I heard that Sid is imprisoned in the castle for hiding the latest airship.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why he hasn't been home in a while.
Bring me refreshments. Who are you?
These guys just said the same thing. Oh, look! Guess who it is? It's Young! Oh, hey, Young! Young! It's me, Cecil! I became a paladin!
Get him. Yes, sir.
That's not cool, man! What the hell? Alright, we're gonna do some twin magic. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna have to hit him with Mini here. I don't have Mini? What? Do I have to use... I could use Esuna. Where are you, Esuna? No. Heal is what it's called in this game. Okay, never mind. We'll cast it in the next battle.
Young, it's me.
I know that.
Young. Young. Hey, wake up. She does not have heal nor armor, so she will parry for the time being. He will cast Venom. He's going to cast Heal. What? How come that didn't work? Okay, we'll have him attack. Deal some of the first damage. We're going to twin magic. So, Yang will attack you here. Shut up! He will attack you. He will do that maneuver. Best counter for that is like a Cure 3 spell. That just kind of keeps your HP high. Just keep dealing out damage with the twin magic, and just keep attacking with Cecil. If you get a chance, you can cast a 3rd level spell. That must be because no MP. So, let me see here. She's got enough. So, I'm gonna cast slow on him. Let me see here, black. I have enough. That was weird. Okay, whatever. We'll just use it again. Hachoo! Yes, it's silly. And yes, I love it. Ouch!
Cecil, Leviathan attacked us, and I don't remember what happened after that.
It seems you are being utilized by the Baron forces. Well, you're an amnesiac.
I am sorry.
Where's Rydia and Edward?
Rydia was swallowed by Leviathan. I don't know what happened to Edward.
I see.
Where am I?
We are in Baron. Soldiers will hear us. Let's talk over there.
Yang joined the party.
Karate Man Yang joined.
With his
Achoo attack. Bless you.
Oh.
Beating the guards? That's great. Stay at my inn. It's free. Thank you, sir.
Who is this gentleman?
Tellah the Sage, Edward's father.
My daughter loved him, even sacrificing her own life. I see. I am a karate master of Febul.
I'm the Mysidian genius Paladin. Please do not mind him. I am his twin sister, Porum. You hurt us, man. Stop it, Paladin.
I'm ashamed.
Anyway, we must rescue Sid.
But it won't be easy to sneak into the Castle Baron. What is this?
It's the key of Baron. Yeah, with this key we can make it. Received key of Baron. Key item. Yay! Woohoo! Alright. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do is going to walk up here. Locked. Remember this locked door from earlier? Bam! Opened. Okay, so now I think, let me see here. What do I have for him? I do have his Thunder Claws still. And I think I have, oh yeah, I have a Gaia. Could give him that. Let me see here. I think the headband is a little bit better for him. Oh no, I can't give him that one. Okay. Arms, I have a ruby ring, so I'm not going to give him that. But I can go through this secret passage. As you can see, there's a couple of doors right here. We find 2,000 gold pieces and a Thunderclaw, which we can sell. Which we're going to do right now, because we don't really need anything. So, let me see here. Yeah, because we don't really need anything. Because the enemies in the next area are weak to thunder. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so we can't get him the karate, but we can buy him a headband, and we can buy him, whoops. No, I don't want that. I want the silver, and then I will sell the extra headband. Okay. And then we will equip Karate Man Yang with the headband and with the silver ring. I'll get him an extra one, but that's okay. It's alright. I didn't actually need to buy it, but that's okay. It'll come in handy later. Much later, but it'll come in handy. Okay. And one thing we can do, actually, we're going to walk in here. And we're in the underpass. The Baron Underpass. We found 1,000 GP. Okay. So, gonna run about 30 minutes now. I can go a little bit longer. Alrighty. I'm going to use some Twin Magic. He is going to do fire 3. He's going to fight. And he's going to fight. Excuse me. Yeah, these crocodiles, they hit twice. So they'll hit one character And they kind of like randomize the characters that they hit. And sometimes they'll hit the same character. And so, move down here. Killer 2, Eater 1, Life. We'll go up here. Sorry, I'm not really talking. I'm just kind of thinking on what I want to do here. And as you can see, these things are weak to lightning. Young gained a level. It's good. He's going to need to gain some levels. We're going to need to get him up there. Now what's funny is you can actually walk out here to this little thing, but there's nothing there. So, just watch this thing kind of come out here, and it's like, alright. Okay. Venom, fire to those guys. We'll have her cast Cure 2. I should use fire. Oh well. Also, for characters in the back row, I don't know if I explained this before, but characters in the back row actually have a have a smaller chance of getting hit. Their defense actually, I think, doubles in the back row, but their attack power halves. So whatever their attack power would normally be, it's half if they're in the back row. Oof! That hits hard. Forgotten how hard that hits. Oh my gosh. Oof. Oof. That hits. Eesh. And these elect fish are immune to lightning. So, what you kind of have to do is hit them with like a fire spell or an ice spell. But if you hit them with either Young's Thunderclaws or a lightning spell, it will actually deal like the elect fish will actually absorb it. So that's the reason why I'm hitting them with like fire spells and with like Cecil's sword, is because it's like, you know, Cecil's sword is not magic. Or Cecil's sword is, it's light, it's Paladin, so it's like, it's of a good alignment, but it's not like a magical sword, if that makes sense. Not yet, anyway. It will be later. Much later. Much later. Much later. Oops, I'm sorry, did I spoil? Sorry. See, now that time they hit him both times. Sec, we'll have Young hit the Aqua Worm with the okay. See, that does a lot of damage. And that's what we want. We want a lot of damage out of these guys. I think I'll just do. Okay, well. Alright. Just kind of thinking what I'm doing here. Kablamo. Got him. Yeah, you can gain a lot of levels in this place. Got some poison arrows. Those might come in handy later. The only problem with this part is you have to use a lot of ether to keep Tellah's HP, or MP I should say, high. Only because he's kind of limited in the amount of HP that he, or MP that he can use in any one given scenario. That's weird. Didn't do that much damage. That's kind of funky. Hey, quit hitting me, bastard. I'm just trying to keep everybody's HP fairly high right now, and so yeah, Young should kill this guy. Yep, there it goes. Alrighty. Tellah and Cecil gained a level. Oh, Cecil learned Cure too. Nice. Now Cecil can cast Cure if he needs to. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'll walk down here. Now, as you can see, there's these black boxes. In the actual Final Fantasy 4, you can't see those in the actual game. They took the filter off of it so that you could actually, they took that second background layer off so that you could actually see it. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have him cast Lit 2 on him because he can. I have her cure everybody. There we go. And we're going to have him cast Ice 2 on everybody. And I cannot attack with Young, as they will absorb it. And he will do the same thing. We'll probably need to use... We're almost to the save point, so I'm not that worried about it, but... I also toned down the boss's attack, or the monster's attacks in this one. They don't attack with a lot of their specials, like they would if this was hard type. Go up here. And walk. Uh-oh. That's not good. They can hurt me from there. Alright. I'm using Ether 1 on him. Okay. 2. Just use some Ice 2 on him. Okay, at this point. Damn Entangle. Hate that spell. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're cooking with oil. Okay. So we come out of here. We got an Ether 1, which is nice. I'm going to need that. Okay. Remember those Baronian guards we ended up fighting? Yeah. They're right there. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and call this an episode. And when we come back, we'll do a couple of events because we've got some things that we've got to do, and then I have some major grinding that I have to do, and then so that one will kind of be a little bit shorter episode because I'm going to visit some places in the world, and I'll kind of go around the whole world and kind of show you where everything is, where we've been, where we're going, all that good stuff. And then, like I said, I have some major grinding that I have to do, and then when we get to the next part of it, when we get to that, after I do that major grinding, then we'll go to the next major part of the game, because that's going to be kind of an all-in-one episode, because it's going to take me a while to get to where I need to be. And then I'll probably call it an episode, and then we'll do a major event where a major character will actually kick the bucket. A lot of people said, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 4, this person died. Psych. Oh, this person died. Psych. No, there is an actual death in this game. And you will see it in approximately 3 episodes. Okay? And it is actually kind of a shocking death. Like, it's something where it happens and you kind of go, wait a minute. Did I just see that in a Final Fantasy game? Holy crap. That is insanity. Alright, well, this has been an episode of Russ Plays Games, Final Fantasy 2. And, when we come back, we're gonna see what's inside Baron Castle. Because, well, there were some areas that we couldn't access before, and we will be able to access them this time. And there's some things that are going to happen. Like we have a king that's imprisoning people for no apparent reason. So come on back and watch the next episode. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment down below. And just tell me that I'm a really horrible human being for not uploading another episode of this in like 6 months. So, alrighty. Have a wonderful day.